Oh my good God, it is World Mental Health Day. Happy Mental Health Day. Be mental and happy. Fiddling already. Hi, how's it going? For those that know me, hi. For those that don't know me, my name's Rob. I'm 39 and I am diagnosed with depression and anxiety. Probably a lot like you guys have as well. If you're watching this video, then
hello darkness, my old friend.
You've probably found it and thought, I might have what this guy has. Let's see what he's got to offer. Right, I want to share with you my story and how I came to be where I am now, which is in my parents' spare room. As a 39-year-old man, that's kind of not what you want to be aiming for. Oopsie. I've made some notes. Let me just check my notes quickly.
1 hour later.
Okay, so it started, from what I can remember, when I was really young. I had, and still do have, a quite a bad speech impediment, a stutter. And that's been passed down to my children as well, so it's really not nice at all. But I've managed to develop a way to get around it. So yeah, at a very young age, especially through secondary school, I was bullied almost every day. And that obviously has a negative effect, to the point where I would not teach myself, but I would tell myself, if I'm being bullied for the way I talk or the way I sound or whatever, then don't talk. That's how I saw it. So I quickly became one of the quiet ones in school, simply because I didn't want anyone to make fun of the way I talk. So when I was 16, 17 maybe, I got heavily into drink and drugs. Mainly drink at that time, I think it was. But I would take it to extremes. Always buy too much drink, always drink way too much drink, pass out, piss myself. I would always be known as a big drinker and just like the first one to get drunk. And that was kind of my thing, you know, and especially with drugs as well. That was a big issue. Taking various drugs, class A drugs, you name it, I've got the t-shirt, basically. Okay, so my drinking spiraled out of control, especially when I was about 18, 19. So carrying that depression and being bullied and whatever, bringing that with me, with the alcohol on top and the drugs on the top. Now I can see it as a spiral downwards. Back then, in the moment, you obviously don't. And when I, obviously from 18 onwards, when I moved to Plymouth, the supposed, at the time, love of my life, she ended it, and that put me into a like a 4-year suicidal depression, and yeah, I just didn't want to be around anymore. That was the complete lack of self-worth and negative thinking all the time. It was just overpowering. That's why I would drink even more as well, because when you drink, obviously you get more confident, and especially with cocaine and other drugs and stuff, that kind of boosts your self-esteem to a degree. So when I was working, I would drink in work. Not every day. Not that I'm making excuses for it or anything. But yeah, I would drink in work. I've lost numerous jobs. I could probably safely bet all jobs, maybe, I don't know, because of drinking. Not turning up on time, hungover, drinking in work, doing drugs in work. Yeah, it went pretty bad, to be fair. Pardon me, cut that out. My drinking in work would come back with me to my home as well. So I would be hiding bottles of cider in places, or maybe some spirits or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, I had a drinking issue, and I was trying to hide it, basically, in a way, from pretty much everyone, and almost myself in a way. My ex-partner had enough of all of my shenanigans, shall we say, the drinking, the drugs, and all that kind of stuff. Because I've got 2 children with her, she decided to pull the plug and just left. Now, I can't say a bad word about her, and I never will. She's a great mum, and she's doing what's best. So I'm not angry one bit, not one single bit. So the only person I'm really angry at is me. It's my problem, it's my issue, it's my fault. I've taken full responsibility of my actions, of where it's led me today. That's why I'm able to kind of get on with things to a degree. Yeah, and just basically try and find a way forward without drinking drugs. And to be fair, once you get your head around it, it's pretty easy, to be fair. It's that initial starting point which I really struggled with. So when my ex-partner left me, I was given a letter from the council saying that I had to basically move out, and that I had nowhere else to go. And I was forced to live in my van, rushed into that van, simply because when my ex-partner left me and took the kids, and I didn't know where my children were at the time, that hit me really, really hard, and I just drank spirits every day for about 2 weeks, I think it was. It was pretty rough, whilst knowing in the back of my head that I need to get out of the house. The house was full with everything: fridge, oven, sofa, TV, units, clothes. My little boy's room was still as it was. Ella's room was still full of her wardrobe and bed and stuff like that. And I just didn't know what to do other than drink myself to oblivion. Because I thought at the time, this is my escape. This will this will get rid of the feeling, which which everyone knows. Drinking doesn't solve anything, really. So, not really, not at all. It doesn't solve fuck all. Everything was just not good at all. I definitely didn't look good. I definitely didn't smell good. It was just awful. But obviously, actually being caught and sentenced and going to court and stuff like that, that was the kick up the ass that I needed, because I think without that, I could probably still be doing it, which is awful. I just, like, looking back now, it's like the worst idea anyone could ever do. Kill someone, wipe out a family. I know what I've done wrong. Again, I mean, I've accepted responsibility for that completely. So basically, I was a tramp in my own van. I would just drink every day. Like, my hands were filthy. I was stinking. I probably pissed myself a couple of times being that drunk. My hair was long and disgusting. It definitely wasn't a pretty sight at all. And I'm going to show you this picture. So this picture was taken in the barber shop by my son, Ryan. The next video I'm going to bring out, hopefully some of it might be useful. So my aim with these videos is I could die happy knowing that I've helped one person. If these videos help one person, then great job. Just one person, might be you. Don't know. I've almost put this video off and the whole idea of it. Simply, I just hate talking to a camera. Hate the sound of my own voice, hate the way I talk, hate everything. That was horrible. But it's also kind of a workout for me. So I like to challenge the things I don't like to do. I'll explain that in the next video because it's a good tool and exercise to use. So I'm helping myself by doing this as well. So if I can help other people while I'm helping myself, I think that's a double win. Okay? Take it easy.